The college football season is so close that you can smell it. And the people in the Tennessee Valley will recognize the gentleman standing right here next to me. It's Muscle Shoals native Rece Davis, also the host of ESPN College Gameday. Rece, thanks for joining us today. Tell us why you're here in Huntsville.
Well, I'm here to speak to a group at the Mayfair Church of Christ, a longtime friend of mine who is a minister in Montgomery. He actually performed our wedding ceremony. His son-in-law is involved here and asked me to come and be a part of it, and I'm happy to have a chance to come back home.
All right, let's talk a little college football now. Your alma mater, Alabama, had a rough end to the season, that beat down by Clemson, but we've seen Coach Saban and company bounce back after losses like that. Do you think they could do that in 2019?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, a good way to bounce back from getting embarrassed like that is to have a whole lot of talent, and they certainly do. And I think that they're going to be a little bit stronger in a couple of areas of the team that really, I think, showed up other games, but particularly in the Clemson game. I think they'll be stronger at corner with the second year of Patrick Surtain and Trevon Diggs being healthy again. Have some pass rushing back that I think was not as evident late in the season with Terrell Lewis and Christopher Allen being healthy. And obviously the offense is going to score. I mean, you know, Tua's as good as anybody in the country. Jerry Jeudy's he is the best receiver in the country. And Ruggs and Waddle and Smith, those are all really good receivers as well. So they're going to score a lot of points, and I think the defense has the capability of being a little bit more explosive. Doesn't guarantee anything because, you know, chemistry breaks, all those things that you have to have. But certainly I think the opportunity is in place for them to continue to be a contender for the national championship.
Now down on the Plains, their arch rival Auburn, of course, doesn't have a quarterback right now, but Gus Malzahn taking back over the reins of the play caller. We saw the results in the Music City Bowl. How effective will that be as far as him play calling with an inexperienced quarterback?
I think it'll be fine. First of all, Gus is back in his comfort zone. I was able to spend a little time with him a few weeks back at an event this summer, and I think he's really excited about being back in that role, and he feels that's where he's strongest. It's where he made his reputation. And he has two talented guys who are competing for the quarterback job. And I think it's going to be very helpful to any young quarterback to have a defensive line and potentially an entire defensive unit like Auburn's going to put on the field. And they're going to be tested early against Oregon, which I think will be a tremendous matchup. College Gameday will be there to start that. But, you know, Justin Herbert is a really, really talented guy for Oregon. Mario Cristobal, who used to be at Alabama, has recruited very well at Oregon. So it'll be a great test for both of them. But I really think Auburn has an opportunity to make an impact this season in the SEC West race, particularly if the quarterback comes along as expected.
Now down the road from us is Rainsville, Alabama, the home of one Jeremy Pruitt. He's now going into his second year with the Tennessee Vols. Kind of a rocky year in year one. Do you think he can at least get them to a winning season in year two?
The schedule is difficult, but I think the opportunity is there. They too have, you know, Jared Garantano has really improved. I think that there was some questions early on in his career about maturity, and we've seen him improve in that area. Certainly has a lot of physical ability. And we've seen a lot of times over the years that year two under a coach, you take a real leap forward because I think your players trust you a little bit more. And even if they tried to trust you from the beginning, they understand what you're looking for a little better and creates a little more camaraderie. I think Tennessee's still a few recruiting classes away from being a contender, but I do think that they can get back to a level where they'll go to a postseason game.
And on a final note, a new year of College Gameday kicks off in just a couple of weeks. You mentioned it's going to be Auburn versus Oregon. How ready are you to get back on the road with all your friends and buddies and just be in front of the national spotlight to kick off college football season again?
I mean, I've got the best job in television. All due respect to your job, which I'm sure is a wonderful job, but I feel like I have the best job in television. I have guys who care deeply, not only about the show, but about the sport, and hopefully that shows through. So we're excited to bring new wrinkles and twists and go places to showcase the very best of college football. So we're excited about it.
I appreciate you for coming through to Huntsville today and talking with us. Good luck this year on College Gameday, man.
Right.
Look forward to seeing you.
Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right, everyone. We'll be right back. Stay with us.